All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line. All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Bridgewater on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Second down, Bridgewater setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's fine, yeah.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Yeah, Liz. Zoom.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Carlos Watkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he fields it cleanly. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. First down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Third and long for Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. They give him a gain of 38.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. And
he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Delta.
A carry for Foreman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
There's Foreman, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Get wide, man.
Now Foreman. Boy, fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Delta.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. They'll run with Foreman. Got some real estate inside the 30, and he takes it all the way down to the 22. That good for 22 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Delta.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Inside.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here we go. 58.
On second down, it's Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
To throw is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Foreman. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. And they'll go on the ground. Big hold of the 30. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Bridgewater with a keeper. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. on the run. This is Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Delta.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And they'll run it here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. First down, they go option to the right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Bridgewater steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll go with Foreman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
To throw is Bridgewater. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
26. Hey, 50.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Michael Thomas with time running out. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.